Time. Today we have a first in our channel because for the first time you're going to see a watch that is not part of our collection. Also, this watch is not yet in production but will be available through Kickstarter, I think in March, so 1 month from now. So let's explore together the Wicked Watch Pearl Diver. 2 words about Wicked Watch and why today you see something so different from the rest of videos that we have on our channel. I first learned of Wicked Watch more than 1 year ago when they presented this watch actually on Kickstarter. At that time, so more than 1 year ago, I didn't have any bronze watch. So I pledged on Kickstarter, but the campaign obviously incurred in the COVID period, the pandemic period. So the watch was firstly delayed. When the watch was some months away to be delivered to us, the production company, Wicked Watch, was not happy with how the dial were made. So instead of let us wait for a longer period, they decided to give everybody back their money and to start again when they could deliver the sort of product they had in mind. At that time, I was not that happy, but I think it was very serious from them to decide to delay everything instead of giving a superpower product. So I keep following them on Facebook, and when I saw they were about to put the product on Kickstarter and they were looking for reviewers, I proposed myself so I could see this prototype and give my impression. So this watch was sent for free, but I'm not keeping it. I will give it back. So let's go and see something about this watch. So let's get some dimension of the watch. We are speaking about 40 millimeters of diameter, 46 millimeters of lug to lug, and 14 millimeters of thickness. So the watch is quite compact. We're speaking about a 200 meters diver. And as you can see, the thickness is both given by the bezel that is high on the level of the glass, but also the glass has some curvature in it. It's a double dome sapphire glass. So let's get some specific of the watch. We are speaking about a bronze watch. We have a 120 click bezel, obviously in bronze. The bezel is really well done. It's very precise, and as you can see, it has a perfect matching with the indices. Then we are speaking about a screw down crown and a screw down caseback. We have NH35, but I will tell you something about later. Automatic sapphire crystal. Then you can't really see, but there is a basilisk engraved here because the symbol of Basel is a basilisk, and Basel is the city where the owner of Wicked Watch come from and where the brand is situated. This engraving will be done deeper for the final production version, and so you will be able to see it better because now it's not really clear. But now I wanted to speak with you about the really peculiar thing about this watch, which is in the dial. This watch doesn't use normal luminous BGW9, has the majority of watches in this price point. This watch uses Lumicast. What is Lumicast? You can see on the Wicked Watch website or you can Google around, but it's a peculiar technique where the lume is not applied but is cast on the dial. Therefore, as you can see, the indices are not applied and filled with lume, but are made of lume. This lume is mixed with this ceramic particle to create this material that then is cast on the dial. You will see when we take a look at the luminescence that it's really performing. The watch will have some changes between this prototype version and the final production version. The first one I want to speak to you about is the date wheel will be black. On the different color variant of the watch, there will be different color variant. One is this, there is a carbon fiber. As you can see, it's very peculiar finishing that change with the light. Then there will be a black variant that has a rough finishing. There will be a red variant and a carbon fiber with some gold dust embedded in it that is very peculiar, plays very nicely with the light. Another change that will be in the final production version, the printing will be in white, and so will be much more legible. And the ends will be done by a different provider, so the finishing will be better because as you can see, they are not bad, but they're a little rough finished. The last thing I want to point you out is that on the dial there are no minute markers. As you can see, there are only these big bullet every 5 minutes, but there won't be any minute tracker on this bronze version. Probably won't be changed in the final version, so I'm not a huge fan of this. I prefer to have each minute marked on my dial. An interesting thing that will be offered on the Kickstarter campaign is that to offer 2 different movements with this watch. This watch will be offered with an NH35, like in this case, and with an STP-111. The version with the STP-111 will be certified Swiss made on the dial, and also will use a European made sapphire crystal, and so will have a very slight different measurement regarding the thickness. I think that the curvature of the glass on the dial will be a little different, so there will be like some 0.1, 0.2 millimeter differences between the two, but the total look of the watch is going to be the same. Obviously there is going to be some price difference that we will go to see in the end. So let's take a look what you will get with the watch. So the watch will come on a leather strap that will be a little different than the one you see here. It will be brown leather, and the stitches will be a little more yellow to sort of match the color of the indices. You will have in any case a bronze buckle, and you will see in the lume shot that this part here is lumed. Also, I forgot to tell you, the crown is also lumed, but you will see it in the lume shot. I think as a stretch goal, you will have also this NATO strap of incredible good quality, I must admit. It is all bronze. You can see Wicked here and the brand logo here. This is not loomed. I don't know if it will be loomed in the campaign. Then you will have the classic book that we are not interested in, and in this little envelope, I didn't break it because I didn't want to, so I show you what's inside. There is this warranty card that is metal, Wicked watch, very nicely done also. And then finally the leather pouch. I don't know if it's going to be this or if this will be brown also, not sure, but like it will be in any case pretty similar to what you see here. And I must admit this is also very good quality for the price point. 3 places, and also there should be a tool to change strap, because the watch has 3 lug. Here in this version you can see screws, but like in the final version there should be normal spring bars. Also regarding this little leather pouch, very nicely here this logo is also lume. So they really put a lot of attention to details in every little piece of the ensemble. So here is the watch on my 16 centimeter wrist, even something less than 6 inches. As you can see, it's pretty wearable. If you remember, we're speaking about 46 millimeters from lug to lug and 14 millimeters of thickness. So there is some thickness, but I think for a diver it is pretty okay. It's not terrible. The leather strap, as you can see, is pretty large. I am on the last hole, but there is still some space. I told to the producer, so I hope the next version are going to be a little smaller, but I think nobody will have issues wearing these. So here you have the lume, and as you can see, it's pretty incredible. It is great on both the dial and the bezel. Also, as I told you, the crown is lumed, as is the buckle here. And here behind you can see the little buckle, let's say, of the leather pouch. There's also lume. But really, I want to put your attention on the dial and the bezel that are incredible. Today I'm wearing a squale. There's also a diver, but as you can see, there is no match between the two. The Pearl Diver, I think it's one of the best lume I've seen. Most probably is the best lume in my collection. I can assure you that it's going to stay on for a longer period than everything I've seen so far. So really, if you are a lume fan, you should consider these. So here you have the Pearl Diver of Wicked watches. On Kickstarter, watch should be in March something. I don't know what time in March. I would say write your name down on the website of Wicked watch, so you will be updated when the watch finally comes out. The price should be about €200 for this version with NH35 and €300 for the version with STP-111 and the Swiss made. I think that the quality of the watch for the price is definitely there. It has a great bezel and a great bezel action. The lume, as you have seen, is among the best I ever seen, and there is really attention to details in everything. Everything regarding buckle, the leather pouch, the nice warranty card in metal. The thing I don't like about the watch is the lack of the minute tracking, the minute tracker on the dial. It is a stylistic choice, so maybe some of you are going to like it, some like me are going to dislike. So far, Wicked Watch has proven to be very serious as a company, really, I would say, maniacal in their attention to details and also to give the best service to customer. As you can see, the watch is very wearable for every wrist size, and I think if you like the design, you should definitely consider this for purchase. So thank you for your attention. See you. Bye.